Biafra. Na meo onuzo ke Biafra merani onuzo ke Biafra na merani onuzo ke Biafra merani onuzo ke Biafra. Tell me what we do. Everybody want to kill us. They want to take what belongs to us. Try. We they love our neighbors, so we they love ourselves too. So it is written in the holy book. Try. You find a channel, Biko Kodo, Onyolu Welo, Chukwu Kikele, Anina Bogi, the time is now. We want to go. Remember your promises. Oh, Nameo, Onozo, Kebiafra, Merani, Onozo, Kebiafra, Namerani, Onozo, Kebiafra, Merani, Onozo, Kebiafra, Ndiro Marani, Buruburu, the dragon, Anachi, Wempunda, Nike, Shaka, oh, they are holding our lead. Mazin Africa. Now is Prime Minister. Mazin Samalim. We shall rise and defend our land. The land of rising sun is our home.
Thank you, sir. Yes, let's listen to this just to get your morale.
We are going to do wonders. I want you all to understand that we are in a very big battle.
Big
battle for freedom is not for lily-livered people. It's not for kids. Battle for freedom, they throw bombs, rockets for people to get freedom. So freedom is not meant for people that are too emotional. It's not meant for people that somebody will talk this and talk that and they begin to shiver. No. I am born for Biafra to come. And I'm going to help Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to get Biafra. Believe me.
Repeat it.
I am born for Biafra to come. And I'm going to help Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to get Biafra. Believe me.
Remind them.
I am born for Biafra to come. And I'm going to help Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to get Biafra. Believe me.
For the third time.
I am born for Biafra to come. And I'm going to help Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to get Biafra. Believe me.
Believe me.
Go and mark today's date.
Mark the date.
I want to assure Biafrans, so long as you continue to stand on your freedom, I will be there for you. So long as you continue to maintain that you have a right to live, I, Simon Ekpa, will be there
for you.
Any day, anytime.
Any day, anytime. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Now, we have a message, a very important message for Christopher Musa. Gather here. Anybody that knows the former CDS of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, call him. Tell him that Vam 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 have a message for him. Do you remember when Simon Ekpa was always calling Christopher Musa? Was telling him, come, fight for your freedom. Fight for your freedom. This zoo, they don't belong to you. But Christopher Musa was doing his head like baka, like a gamma lizard. Like a gamma lizard. Christopher Musa made Simon Ekpa the #1 enemy of Nigeria. Christopher Musa was supposed to be the chief of defense staff of Nigeria. Nigeria, a country that today is #1 country of particular concern in the whole world. Even though they are fighting tooth and nail to avoid it, they cannot dodge it, because every day that breaks, Nigeria is exposed. Every day that breaks. They have religious leaders that are terrorists. They have political leaders that are terrorists. They have all of them traditional leaders that are terrorists in Nigeria. Nigeria is the worst of the places on earth. Nigeria. Now, go and see what is happening on the social media, on the internet. It is not man-made. It is reality. Reality. How can Nigeria have such crisis? Financial crisis, political crisis, terrorism crisis, and Musa, the chief of defense staff of Nigeria, decided to make a man in Finland who is speaking up for the indigenous people whose lives are under threat for their safety and their security. Musa made that man #1 enemy of Nigeria. Terrorists was ravaging, destroying the Plateau, destroying Benue, destroying Bonu, destroying everywhere. Musa, every day, Musa will come on the internet, on the political scene, on the TV station. Samuel Ekpa, Samuel Ekpa, Samuel Ekpa, Samuel Ekpa, Samuel Ekpa. Do you remember? Today, remember, this Musa, he's supposed to have the same common interests with this Simon Ekpa, who happened to be a Christian. Musa also was supposed to be a Christian. They are supposed to have the same interest, but because of the morsel of meal, like was fed, that Esau fed to Jacob, not the same way. Musa forgot about his heritage, his identity, his people, and was now fighting the same person that's supposed to be in the same alliance with him. Simon Ekpa became his #1 problem. Today, Musa is now like shit. It doesn't end there. There may still be opportunity for him to salvage his own community, because Musa's community is under the threat of annihilation. He's a Christian. Musa is a Christian, supposedly. But today, I just went on Google. I just typed Simon Ekpa and Musa. What you are seeing there is pictures. I didn't need to create another thumbnail. All I did was I just typed on Google, Simon Ekpa and Musa. That is what I saw. Everywhere, Musa, Simon Ekpa, Musa, Simon Ekpa, Musa, Simon Ekpa, Musa, Simon Ekpa. Musa, Simon Ekpa, Musa. Musa was presenting Simon Ekpa as the worst enemy of Nigeria. When terrorists were taking over the whole of Nigeria, the whole of North were under the control of terrorists. The whole of Zamfara, all the local government area in Zamfara was taken over by terrorists. Show me one local government in Biafra land that terrorists took over. Show me. The governors, the so-called governors of Southeast Biafra land, they move around in Biafra land in Southeast. Nobody is disturbing them. Nobody. But in the North, Zamfara, Adamawa, Christians cannot worship. The politicians, they don't live in their communities. Do you know? Do you know that in Zamfara, Politicians, like local government chairmen, they don't stay in their local government area. Some of them are living in Abuja. Yes, you are a House of Rep member in Zamfara, in Adamawa, but you don't stay in Adamawa, you stay in Abuja because you are afraid of terrorists. Go and find out all the House of Rep member, local government chairman, House of Assembly in the Southeast, all of them live in their local government. But Musa decided to make Simon Ekpa and Southeast the main problem. The main problem. He made it the main problem. This is supposed to be the CDS, Chief of Defense Staff, to defend Nigeria. Now, he says Simon Ekpa is the highest menace. Simon Ekpa is the highest problem. Simon Ekpa is... Today, his eye will clear. It never happened, no. You go see happen. There is a video I'm going to bring, but I decided to show you this picture. This is a picture I just go on Google. Type Simon Ekpa and Musa. You will see it now. Simon Ekpa was the only one standing on behalf of Musa Nnamdi Kanu, the same Musa Nnamdi Kanu that today his freedom, which he has already gained, that have gotten from the court, they have denied him, they have refused him. People that are protesting are being spanked from every corner, arrested, molested, including his lawyer. His lawyer was arrested. Over 70 years old man, Aloy Ejimako, slumped in Kuje prison. Why? Because he won cases that Nigeria refused to grant him. Nnamdi Kanu is now being... A lot of people all over, even from the north, are telling them, leave Nnamdi Kanu alone. Including, what's his name? This Regina Daniels' husband, who you know that is a typical Nigerian politician. He's a lawyer. He told them, look, if you don't leave Nnamdi Kanu, you are making a mistake because he is not your problem. Wole Soyinka, a man that you know, he is supposed to be a sympathizer of Tinubu. He is telling you that the highest mistake Nigeria made is by kidnapping Musa Nnamdi Kanu. Everybody has said it, but they see how Musa Nnamdi Kanu. It was this Simon Ekpa whom Musa made his #1 problem, that made sure that Nnamdi Kanu's case remained in the limelight, was not forgotten. He said, I will make it to show to you that you holding Musa Nnamdi Kanu will be more expensive, because there is no need for you to spend all the money you spent in kidnapping Musa Nnamdi Kanu and holding him. Why? Now you will spend more money in keeping him, and they have done so. Now that they have seen that there is no way they can convince Musa Nnamdi Kanu, you know the tactics they are using now. You have all seen the news going on right now, that they have even gone physical attack on him inside DSS custody. Now they want to now go physical, since they could not get him through their charade of trial. They now want to attack him physically and eliminate him, but they will fail. Oh, they have already failed. They already failed. They're attacking him physically now, up to the extent that now everybody Musa Nnamdi Kanu have ever trusted, they ended up becoming stooges to the zoo. What is happening with Agabi? What am I hearing? Am I hearing kepu that Agabi is betraying Musa Nnamdi Kanu or what? I don't know. Where is the case file of Musa Nnamdi Kanu? You see the reason why Simon Ekpa was never interested in their court cases and all their nonsense charade. He told you that, look, everything about the court is all fake. They are just using it to distract you. We are going to make sure we protect Biafra land, defend Biafra land, and after that, they will negotiate and tell us, okay, take Musa Nnamdi Kanu and give us that one. We will hold something that they will beg us, that, look, take Musa Nnamdi Kanu, enough. If we don't get to that level, you see Simon Ekpa now, they made him their problem. Now you see, he is fighting for his own freedom, which of course, definitely Simon Ekpa is going to win everything. In Finland are already a disgrace. You know why Finland is a disgrace? We asked them and find out. You know what they said? They said Simon Ekpa case, they have never had any case like that before in the history of Finland. Now the question is, why are you starting up something that have never existed in Finland and using Simon Ekpa, a very honest citizen of Finland, as a scapegoat? Why? Because whatever, exchange hands behind closed doors. We saw pictures with Alex Alexander Stubb taking picture with a terrorist organizer, Shetima. We saw him meeting with them. What went on there? The same Finland that never trust Nigeria in giving them free visa to come to Finland are now holding Simon Ekpa for something they are claiming that was done in Biafra land. Ask them. You know what they said? Finland said they have never handled such a case before in the history of Finland. They don't even have it in their constitution, in their law, in their system. They don't have it, anything like that about Simon Ekpa. They have never judged a case like that before. Simon Ekpa case is an experience for them. Why do you now invest your resources to do something you have never done before? All because of Nigeria? Because this same Christopher Musa was pushing, trying, using Biafrans in Finland, using Biafrans in the homeland, using Nigeria terrorist government to push Finland. And then France was involved, UK was involved, all of them were involved. That same Musa today, what is happening to Musa? Look at the Musa. Look at that same Musa. Ask me, with all the attention Musa gave to Simon Ekpa, while the whole of Nigeria was being ravaged and destroyed by Boko Haram, Boko Haram was taking over barracks. From one barrack to the other, Musa was crying Simon Ekpa on national TV. Have you seen anything like that before? Boko Haram will go into barrack, a full barrack, ransack it, destroy all the soldiers, take all the weapons. The next day, Musa will come. Our menace, our problem is Simon Ekpa. Is Simon Ekpa, the young man in Finland. I don't know why Finland is allowing him. He has taken over our airspace. Simon Ekpa, Simon Ekpa. The next day, you will hear Boko Haram have taken over Kuje prison. Boko Haram have taken over the barrack. They have kidnapped a major general. They have kidnapped a captain. The next day, Musa will come on Channel TV. The problem is Simon Ekpa, Simon Ekpa. The next day, you will hear again. You ask yourself, Musa, why? Today, all those your effort to blackmail Simon Ekpa, to tarnish the image of Simon Ekpa, because you know this man is the only solid ground that Biafrans have, and the indigenous people, the only hope they have to end the impunity of the zoo over the indigenous people, apart from Mazin Namdekan, is Simon Ekpa. All of a sudden, the anointing now came upon Omoyele Sowore, a man that you saw him. Sowore, I have never seen him attack anything about Simon Ekpa. Anyway, at all, I've never. But today, Sowore carried this thing for a head, like gala. He carried a gala. And before you know it, now, all the attention now focus on Sowore. Sowore that have had issues with them. Immediately, Sowore now said, okay, Simon Ekpa is no longer on the scene. Now the guy must be free. Sowore, they started attacking him all over the media. Before you know it, Sowore, they pick him up from protest ground. After protest in his court, they pick him up in the court. He went to the court. He win them again. They gave him a bail condition that was very easy and soft. Inside that same court premises, they pick up Sowore again. Is this a shame you call your country? There are so many things at the same time on my head, but I don't want to complicate the whole thing. I want to bring you a native in Hausa land that knows Musa very, very well, who has come to tell you the history and the story of Musa. Let us go there so that you understand. Musa should be here. Oh. No, Musa have to be here. If Musa is not here, there's a problem, because he needs to hear this thing. If he doesn't hear it, he is in a big mess. He's in a big mess. Musa, this is for you. Come and listen to your own brother. To your own northern brother who understand this story maybe more than you do. Come and listen and see why you are now a scapegoat. And then you will now realize that all this Samuel Ekpa was a mistake. Hello, darling. Good morning. My son. Bye. All right. So now you will know why Musa shouldn't have made Simon Ekpa his case. Musa, come in here. Let me teach you a lesson you will never forget in a hurry. Listen.
Why Christopher Musa is removed as CDS. The conspiracy of the coup charade was actually a conspiracy. The very first time that Christopher Musa gave command that the military personnel should actually shoot at bandits without waiting for command from Abuja, Since that day, I knew that his days are counted.
You see, Musa, are you following? The only time in your own history as a chief of defense staff that you decided to take the right decision, you decided to remove Simon Ekpa from your mouth and told them, oh yeah, go and hit terrorists. Hit them. No more order from Abuja. Go straight, bombard them, hit them, and give me results. Immediately you said it, you have problem. They started saying there's a coup, there is this, there is that. Are you following me, Musa? This person talking now is your brother. Okay? I want you to repeat it again, sir. Repeat it so that he will hear, because this is a very short message and Musa need to get it. And some of you that are saying one Nigeria, you were all praising Musa when Musa was calling Simon Ekpa the number one problem of Nigeria. Simon Ekpa has taken over our airspace. Simon Ekpa is a problem. He sits there in Finland and tell them what to do, as if Simon Ekpa was the one telling the men guarding the land to guard the land to protect themselves. He was in Finland. He cannot possibly be in Finland and be in Nigeria at the same time. He was only on social media telling people that this is what you can do to safeguard your land. Nobody was in his apartment. Simon Ekpa was living in his home with his beautiful family, his young son, Adam. The only thing he had was social media to speak. But Musa made him the problem. And today, listen to what is happening to you, Musa.
Why Christopher Musa is removed as CDS.
Listen.
The conspiracy of the coup charade was actually a conspiracy.
Oh.
The very first time that Christopher Musa gave command that the military personnel should actually shoot at bandits without waiting for command from Abuja, since that day I knew that his days are counted. You see, the insecurity in the north is actually being sponsored by northern's governors, Islamic jihadists. That very week,
northern governors, Islamic jihadists. Are you now putting one and two together? Do you remember recently one very powerful personnel called the Sultan of Sokoto came out and told you that jihad is not jihad, the way we call it, that it means a different thing, because they are actually preparing for jihad, a very strong one. The man was now softening down jihad, softening down your anger on Boko Haram. They have been trying to reduce and suppress it. Now he's telling you that the leaders, those that are sponsoring all these things, are not done political. Those are sponsoring this jihad. Repeat it, sir. Just repeat your word.
Northerns. The insecurity in the north is actually being sponsored by northern's governors, Islamic jihadists.
Okay.
That very week that Christopher Musa gave that command, that is the week that all the jihadist Fulani northern governors met in Kaduna and begins to talk about peace and peace negotiation with bandits.
Are you following?
It was the same week that they galvanized some jihadist Islamic scholars to go to have interaction with Bello Turji.
Are you following?
So the removal of Christopher Musa is actually a conspiracy. The coup story was actually a charade.
They feel that Musa is about to wake up. They feel that Musa is about to take his position, because Musa is now seeing the Christian genocide, the powerfully, the most powerful people are kicking against it. Have you seen Musa come out and tell you there is no Christian genocide? Because Musa knows that his own community, they are Christians, and there is genocide on their own people. Remember that when Simon Ekpa told you that Musa was secretly giving his own people weapons to protect themselves. Good morning, dear. Musa was giving them weapons, good morning, to protect themselves. But we never took our prime minister seriously. No, because you were all hating on Biafra. Anything about a Biafran, you see it as a problem. But our prime minister told you, he said, Musa, I know you are giving your own people weapons to protect themselves, but you are following the Fulani order to stop other people from protecting themselves, because you feel you can secure your own indigenous people, but other people you can sacrifice them. But now Musa is trying to wake up, and they're telling him, no. Before you wake up, oh yeah, Tinubu, before Musa will wake up, do the needful. The needful is what you see them doing on Musa right now. Please continue.
Action with Bello Turji. So the removal of Christopher Musa is actually a conspiracy. The coup story was actually a charade to remove Christopher Musa. If the coup was actually the reason why Christopher Musa should be removed, Nuhu Rubadu should also be removed because he is the national security advisor.
Are you following? They remove Musa. They remove all the military men. But Nuhu Ribadu, a typical Fulani jihadist sponsor, a jihadist man sympathizer, is still there. National security advisor is still there. But they remove Musa. They remove other people. They put all the O1 bear. All the O1 bear of Tinubu, they put them. Mumu Nation. Okay, please repeat this line again. Repeat it again.
To remove Christopher Musa. If the coup was actually the reason why Christopher Musa should be removed, Nuhu Rubadu should also be removed because he is the national security advisor.
Bam.
And everything would have done under his watch.
Thank you.
But this is a conspiracy theory, and I want all the natives in northern Nigerians to know that the continuation of the killings of the natives by the Fulani jihadis, supported by the Nigeria state, is not acceptable, and it is high time that the natives, all the natives in northern Nigeria should wake up to understand that there is a conspiracy to actually wipe away all the natives in northern Nigeria.
There is a conspiracy to wipe out all the natives. In other words, there is a conspiracy to wipe out all the indigenous people in northern Nigeria and all over Nigeria. Is a war against the indigenous people. There is a conspiracy to wipe out all the natives, all the indigenous people, the people that do not own your land are coming to your land to wipe you out and take it over. They see that Musa is waking up to that reality. Then they quickly bring in a conspiracy of coup. They bring in a conspiracy of nonsense. And now they remove Musa. Musa, wherever you are hearing my voice, you still have your connections, you still have your people, you still have your way. Do something for your own self and for the indigenous people. I know you don't have the power as you used to have, but you can run to anywhere outside the country and speak out. You must confess. If you don't confess, Musa, you can run to even Finland. Go and tell Finland what you have been doing. They might even help you. Or you can run to Israel. Tell them, they will help you. You can even run to Donald Trump. Tell him, he will help you. But if you fold your hands and you stay there, Musa, they will wipe out all your indigenous people and they will look for you. You will be the last sacrificial lamb. Write it down today. I am Vam that I'm telling you. They will wipe all your indigenous people, all the natives. You, the blood of the natives all over Nigeria will be on your head, Musa. You better. Now you see that Simon Ekpa was not your enemy. That's why I titled this topic. Simon Ekpa was not your enemy. Now you know. Now that you know that Simon Ekpa was not your enemy. Now you know that Nnamdi Kanu is never, ever, ever your enemy. Musa and your other comrades, what are you supposed to be doing now? You either run to the mountain, run to the valley, run everywhere and begin to confess to save other lives, because Nigeria is now on edge. We are ready on the social media to push all the narratives, the truthful narrative that you will bring out there. The whole world will see Nigeria the way they are, and they must be assigned that their normal permanent position as a country with a particular concern. Because Musa has seen it. Every one of them are crying. How can you put Nigeria? Nigeria is not a political concern. Reno Mokri, a lying charlatan, come out and be crying. A fake Christian Association of Nigeria was set up, and then the real ones debunk it, and the truth is coming out. Now Musa wants to take action. Now they are sacking you. Musa, you are a Christian. Your name is Christopher. And if it is true, there is a Christ in your name. Christ, Christopher, Musa. Now that you know that Simon Ekpa was not your problem, now that you know that you are also a victim like us, what are you supposed to be doing now? Let us listen to this, our brother, as he will round up what he's saying. Please, let's listen to him in the next 1 minute and 30 seconds. Let's go.
Jihadis, supported by the Nigeria state, is not acceptable, and it is high time. But this is a conspiracy theory, and I want all the natives in northern Nigerians to know that the continuation of the killings of the natives by the Fulani jihadis, supported by the Nigeria state, is not acceptable, and it is high time that the Fulani notice all the natives in northern Nigeria should wake up to understand that there is a conspiracy to actually wipe away all the natives in northern Nigeria. When Christopher Musa was appointed as CDS, the Islamic Fulani jihadists in the north, they begin to complain that they bring a Christian to kill Muslims.
Are you hearing it? When they appointed Musa the first time, they complained that, hey, you have bring a Christian to kill Muslims. But for Musa to prove them wrong, he was rather keeping quiet when Christians were being massacred. That is why Musa stayed as long as he stayed now. Because Musa was playing according to their card to remain in office for whatever reason, I don't know. Now you are becoming a sacrificial lamb. It's either you do something now or it will be too late. They were crying when Musa was put. How can you put a Christian? It has never happened. Musa have even stayed longer than even the Muslims have stayed. You see it? Please repeat that line again.
Islamic Fulani jihadists in the north, they begin to complain that they bring a Christian to kill Muslims.
Okay.
When that one did not actually sell.
Okay.
When the operation that took place in Tudumbiri, the bandit drone were used on bandit. They come up with a narrative that the bandit were not killed, that rather it was group of Muslims doing Malu that were killed.
Are you following?
And these are the conspiracy and the conspiracy of the northern jihadists. Nigerians need to wake up, and we need to understand that we have a serious issue in our hand. And all the Christian community in northern Nigeria has to wake up and understand that we don't have a government that will protect us as citizens. And it is high time for all northerners to wake up and begin to protect themselves. If not, one day we are going to wake up and find out that these people are wiped away all the natives in the northern Nigeria.
One day you will wake up and find out they have wiped out all the indigenous people in northern Nigeria. Now, the fake Sultan of Sokoto, all the lies they have been lying to you and telling you that there is no this thing. I want to bring you a video of the real meaning of jihad. Listen to this Muslim woman who understands what jihad is all about, now explaining it to you, so that please somebody tag the Sultan of Sokoto. I have told you I will make that his video go viral. Those of you that don't want to be playing that video of Sultan of Sokoto, that is the main video you should be sharing today for you to know the narrative they want to change. They have been shamelessly defending terrorism in Nigeria. Sharia they have defended in Nigeria. They are now telling you that jihad is a good thing. Now listen and see what jihad is all about. Listen to this. It's about 3 minutes video. I don't know whether we can play it all, but just listen.
You know what's the biggest scam of the 21st century? That radical Islamists and their apologists in elite Western universities have convinced people that terrorism is just trauma. That Hamas, ISIS, they're just victims reacting to imperialism. That rape, beheading, suicide bombings aren't ideological, but emotional. You think Islamists never attack peaceful, innocent people, right? Let me prove you wrong. In 2014, ISIS invaded Sinjar, a Yazidi town in Iraq. Within days, 5,000 men were executed, dumped in mass graves, the women and girls abducted, caged, raped, some just 9 years old, sold for $10 in slave markets. ISIS printed rape manuals. They quoted Quran and Hadith in Dabiq, their magazine, to justify it. The Yazidis weren't people of the book. They were mushrikun, polytheists, and enslavement and rape of non-believing women, they said, was Sharia compliant. This wasn't a fringe cult. This was scripture, followed to the letter. ISIS said, and I quote, slavery is part of Islam. Taking kafir women as concubines is sunnah. Mass executions are jihad.
Mass executions are what? Jihad. Listen to this. So I want, if you are not hearing him because of the accent, please go to my Twitter handle and watch this video. I actually put it there so that you will watch it. And I don't know, oh my God, time. Oh yeah, listen to it.
Sunnah. Mass executions are jihad. And guess what? the Arab world did nothing to actually stop them. Yes, they issued fatwas calling it un-Islamic, but only after the videos got out. But deep down, they knew this was how Islam expanded always, through India, Persia, Africa. Turkey were actually funding the militias and letting ISIS fighters freely use its borders in and out. Syria ignored it. Saudi Arabia only condemned it after it went viral. Iraq looked away. They weren't outraged by the atrocities. They were embarrassed the world saw them. And the West? No protests, no hashtags, no campus riots. The victims were brown, indigenous, non-Muslim. So the feminists stayed quiet. The Muslim student groups vanished. No BBC Al Jazeera specials. No free Sinjar ever heard from Zoran Mamdani and his professor of colonialism father at Columbia. To those woke activists chanting Hamas slogans, you are being used by soft jihad, funded by petrodollars.
You are being used by what? Soft jihad. Oh my God, I wish I had time.
By soft jihad, funded by petrodollars, defended by regimes that still believe women are property. You were never taught about the Yazidis because their story exposes the truth that Islamist terror isn't a reaction, it's a playbook rooted in belief, justified by scripture, and enforced by violence throughout history, even now. The Yazidis had no army, they didn't occupy anyone, and still they were butchered. Not because of war, but because they were different. Thousands of Yazidi girls still are missing or enslaved. And if you stay blind to that, one day it won't just be their daughters, it'll be yours.
Hey.
And no amount of protest will save you then.
Now, I want us to see this.
I'm not going to say anything about insecurity or the way to end insecurity or whatever it is. No. I want to adopt all what's been said from the beginning of this program, because these are the ways and means of resolving such issues. But what President Jonathan said, I was expecting him to make a very strong comment about how he really dealt with the issue of Boko Haram, which he used both the military and myself and other stakeholders. But maybe he decided not to, because a book is coming after that from him on how I dealt with the Boko Haram issue. And let me also correct you, like I am happy to hear that the Boko Haram is not really Boko Haram, that's not their name. I'm glad to hear that from somebody who is not me. If I were the one who is saying those, somebody would say yes, because I know them.
Hey.
And that's not their name.
Okay.
Because I know that they never claimed Boko is haram.
Hey,
if
that is not their name. He's defending Boko Haram. Hey, God. All right.
I've listened to some of their audio, which I had privilege of listening to.
Hey.
They said they didn't say Boko is haram, because so many of them have also gone to school. And they said you cannot open somebody's brain and remove the education in his head. So he has already acquired that knowledge, that education. He's an engineer, he's a doctor, he's whatever it is. What they are saying is that those who have gone to school and are educated are leading bad governments.
Hey.
What they're after is the issue of bad governance, because they want to be free, they want to do whatever they feel they should do.
Bad governance.
And I want to correct, and I'm glad this thing is carried on TV.
Now, he said, I am glad this is on TV. He wants to correct something. What does he want to correct? Now, listen. Now, I'll repeat that very quickly. I want to correct, and I'm glad this is on TV, okay? Now, listen.
And I want to correct, and I'm glad this thing is carried on TV, live. Okay. I want to correct this wrong notion that people, non-Muslims, hold about jihad. Jihad is not to kill a non-Muslim by a Muslim.
Hey.
Jihad means to strive. And in whatever you do in life, you strive to be the best you can be. You strive to be a good Muslim. You strive to be a good Christian.
So he's telling you that jihad has nothing to do with unaliving people. All it is to strive. That's what jihad is. You see the narrative? Very dangerous narrative this bastard is putting out there. They might come after our YouTube channel and our videos, but we don't care. Please, if our channels go down, remember that we are still on Twitter, We are still on Facebook. I have a page on TikTok. I might have to activate all my channels now because I will go very radical on these bastards. He's telling you that jihad has nothing to do with taking lives of people. That's what this man is saying. That it just had to talk about how to strive. Hey! The video you just watched, go back and watch it. What jihad is all about. Listen to this shameless devil.
And in whatever you do in life, you strive to be the best you can be.
Hey!
You strive to be a good Muslim. You strive to be a good Christian. You strive to be a good farmer or a good engineer.
Hey!
So jihad is not to kill a non-Muslim. That's a wrong notion people have been airing out for decades.
Are you hearing it?
And I wrote a foreword on a book.
Are you hearing it? Are you hearing it? I have to end it here because even though he had a lot to say more, but I just have to end it here because of time. I have promised myself that as often as I can, I'll be bringing up this video of this man. This video is very, very important for you to see what they are pushing in Nigeria. As he's pushing this narrative, going about, preaching it, they are unaliving indigenous people. They have removed Musa. Musa's community now are in danger. Musa, you have a lot to do. Now that you know that Simon Ekpa was not your enemy, I want to see the actions you will take. I want to see the next step, line of action, before your community goes underground. I am Raphael Chamaka Ajere, Pastor Vam Vam Vam. Dear friends, share this video. Tag Musa. Tag everyone that have respect for these shameless devils that are now telling you that jihad doesn't mean anything evil. Shameless people telling you that jihad is good. People are unalived. Pregnant women are unalived. Some of them, they video them. I've seen videos where they will cut off people's hands and they will using it. They hang people's hand on their neck in the name of jihad. And while they are doing these things, all you hear them saying is Allahu Akbar. And he tell you that it has nothing to do with that. All it is strive. My people, my people. Those of you that don't even like my face, follow the message. Share it to save some lives. Thank you. I am the acting Minister of Information, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. We will continue to push this correct narrative against the propaganda they are pushing out there. We must save our people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be free. Today, I don't know what's going on in their court. At the end of today, we shall know. But you need to know that there is a plot against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But the God that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu serve, the spirits behind him are tougher, stronger than all of you combined. Biafra, we are a people of miracle. We must happen to this world. And our happening will change the narratives completely. He say.